What's up everyone, Cyrus here. Today I'm going to do a blind review of the new Unearthed Arcana for OneDnD. As of starting this recording, I haven't looked at any of this or seen if they've put out anything else. Or it looks like they've got a video down here. Haven't watched that yet. So I'm going in completely blind, no idea what I'm looking at. Well, let's get into it. Alright, looks like we've got Cleric class and a Subclass. I thought there'd be two more classes in here like with the other one. Revised species, Ardling, Dragonborn, Goliath. Okay. Ardling's back. Rules glossary, yada yada yada, playtest material, how to playtest, power level, yeah, all that basic stuff. What's ahead in OneDnD? Revised versions of every class, that makes sense. 48 subclasses. 48. Yeah, that's definitely lower, because like Cleric and Wizard alone both have like 12 and 13, right? So I'm definitely cutting back a little bit. New and revised spells, new and revised feed, weapon options, all that stuff you'd expect. And counter building rules. I'm excited about that one. Monsters. Okay, no, that's good. Parts of a class. Alright. Yep, all that basic stuff. Primary ability. Yeah, that major ability score. Nice that they're spelling it out for the people who didn't know. But, nothing too interesting yet. Class groups. Experts, got a little star here. Bard, Ranger, Rogue, yep. Mages, Priest, Warrior, nothing too crazy there. Artificer is an expert, yeah, that makes sense. Class groups have no role in itself, but they'll be restricting some feats and stuff. Okay, I like that. Good way to differentiate. Creating a member of class. Yep, pretty much all the normal stuff. Class features, subclass. Yep, that's backwards compatibility stuff. That makes sense. Nothing really special there. New features and revised ones, okay. Yep. Oh, okay. When it offers a decision, I feel like that suggests there's going to be more than just Warlock having decisions to make. Which makes me hopeful for Warrior maneuvers. That is what we're praying for. Yeah, praying, reference, Cleric. Yeah, that's intentional. Okay, 20th level feature's been moved to 18th. Ooh, epic boons? I'm hoping they're revising those too then. Because a free Misty Step once per rest is not the same as just a second 9th level spell like in 5e. And on to Cleric. Clerics draw power from the realms of the gods, deity or pantheon or mortal entity. Okay, I like that they included pantheon. So I don't believe that was specifically mentioned before, at least not base player handbook, I could be wrong there. But I like that it specifically says it here either way. Yep. Yep, most people aren't clerics even if they're religious, that makes sense. Armor training is underlined. Starting equipment, multi-classing. Let's take a look at this. Proficiency bonus. Looks like it's mostly the same. Holy Order is different than subclass. You get it again. Subclass feature. Okay. Was Cleric was one of the ones that got their subclass at 2nd level. So either they're streamlining it or I'm just an idiot who remembers things wrong. Channel Divinity, 1st level. Okay. Smite Undead? Is this a fucking paladin now? Divine Intervention. Yep, that's what they're saying about moving the 20th to 18th. Feats. Some dead levels, but those are spell levels. 7th, 8th, 9th. Okay. Yeah, that checks. Auto cantrips. Alright. Meat and potatoes. Still a D8, still con mod. Wisdom and charisma. I see they're putting suggested ones, that's nice. Simple weapons 9, armor training. About what you'd expect. Just 7 gold pieces now. Well, with the starting gear. It's nice that they're adding something. 10. You know, I gotta say, I really like that a lot more than rolling for gold. Just a flat number. That's nice. That's what you would expect. Ability score's nice. Armor training. Yep, for multi-classic. Seems about right for spell slots. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, Channel Divinity. Channeling energy from the outer planes. Divine Spark and turn undead. Okay. Long Rest is underlined. Spell save DC, yep. Magic action? What the fuck is a magic action? Another creature. Go to your proficiency. Proficiency bonus. I don't like seeing that here. Restore hit points, or they make a con save, or what? Radiant or half? Okay. Magic action's back. Wisdom save. Fall within 30 feet. Oh, no mention of CR here. That's good. I don't like features that interact with CR. Dazed. Dazed, that sounds like a new condition. 1 minute, takes damage, incapacitated, or die. Okay. And dash and moves has to end farther. Okay. This proficiency bonus one is bothering me. See, I don't like the idea that a 19th level fighter, or what is this? Yeah, this is the first level feature. 19th level fighter can take his last level in Cleric and just instantly have their Channel Divinity be just as powerful as a full start to finish 20th level Cleric. I would have preferred they just pick some levels and say these are the levels they increase at. I guess for simplicity they didn't do that. But I much prefer class features scaling to class level, not a character level. I don't know how often I would be using that second option where I force damage, especially with a con save. But, you know, I'd rather have the feature than not have it. And it can still heal, which is probably pretty good. Especially at higher levels when it's a little more meaningful. Actually, take that back. Lower levels, a D8, that can be like all of your hit points. Yeah, okay, I'm with that. Spellcasting. Okay, preparing spells. 0 levels, cantrip. 2 first levels of your choice, yeah, that makes sense. Divine spell, that's from the last one, that's just the spell list they'll be sharing. It's underlined again. So is Long Rest. I assume that means these are the ones getting referenced in this playtest. But I'm hopeful for keywords. I'm hoping it means keywords, actually. Because I don't want to have to guess if, when they say, let's move something, is it talking about using your speed, or do you just mean when they get repositioned on the battlefield at all? Hopefully they're keyword. Anyway, that's separate. Prepared spells. Okay, I could be off here. The way I'm reading this is you prepare for each level separately. Like, 4 first and 3 second. It has to be 4 first, has to be 3 second. Not 7 between the two. Oh, I kinda like that a lot better. Thinking back to Wizard in 5e, like there were a lot of really good 3rd level spells. And 4th definitely had some good ones, but Fly, Hypnotic Pattern. Ooh, what else was in 3rd? Oh, now I'm blanking. But there's a ton of good ones there. Haste. And I often prepare just a bunch of 3rds over some 4ths. I kind of like this is a little more advanced yet. A little more you gotta prepare the levels you want. Can't mix and match. It's like a really minor nerf, but I think it'll help. I like it a lot better. Spell slots. Things like that. It's about the same. Spellcasting abilities, spellcasting focus, nothing special there. Holy Warrior. Or Holy Order. means you regain a channel divinity when you finish a short rest. Okay, that changes things. Huh. Thaumaturge and Protector are definitely looking like the standout options. Ooh, but Heavy Armor Training is pretty nice too. Training, not proficiency. Okay, you know what? I think those two balance out really well. I'd have to see how Scholar actually plays out. It will also depend what they do with spells like Guidance, if anything. If we can boost it a whole bunch now, Scholar might be lacking. But if they tone it down, just spamming Guidance and things, Scholar can be really helpful. And an actual subclass now. Okay, it's later. That's exciting. Feat. Damn. Ability score, permanent feat, or another feat. What I was hoping they would do is just, you get a +1 to an ability score of your choice, then pick a feat. I don't like having to choose between making my character just objectively better and picking an interesting option. I'd like to do both. Kind of, the choice is a factor there, but I want to be able to do fun things while I'm playing. We only get so many levels. Yeah, I would have liked a +1 to ability score of your choice, and then also a feat. And then if you really want to get that +2 buff, you take one of the half feats that also increases an ability score. But I guess that's not a change from 5e, but I would have liked to do it then. Smite Undead. Ah, there's that fucking proficiency bonus again, you son of a fucking bitch. Couldn't have just picked a class level? Just say here, 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 and here. What is that? Different than Paladin though, just radiant damage. Never used Turn Undead. Okay, it does proficiency bonus tracks with the proficiency bonus on the Shield Divinity. So I'm only going to count this as using the proficiency bonus once, but I don't like it. Subclass feature, 6, okay. You know, if they're standardizing the subclass features, which they might be, I don't know how that'll work with Sorcerer or Warlock. I mean, I guess you could just say, you know, they still have, Sorcerers have their bloodline, Warlocks have their pack chosen. They just don't, you know, wait for specific abilities until that level, but that feels weird to have it start at 3rd. Oak, that was going to be thriving. 9th level for your second subclass feature was crazy. I cannot believe they got them Playtest. It's Cleric campaigns that end by that level. Like, you can just be a rogue and basically not have a subclass the whole game. For 20 level campaigns, that's pretty much half the campaign gone before you get your second subclass feature. Anyway, that's a distraction. Plus strikes. Okay, once per turn. Damage rate, damage on the page per weapon. That's neat. And feat. A second reorder option. Oh. I don't like that. No, take it back. No. You should only get one. Yeah, at this point you might as well give them all. I really don't like features that have you come back and take more for the most part. Meta Magic for Sorcerer was fine. But this one, you're always getting your second choice, you know? Like, 9th level, congratulations. You get something you didn't think was good enough to take at 3rd level. Or 2nd level, actually. You're getting a 2nd level feature as your 9th level feature. Ah, man. It's also just not interesting. Give us some more options. Give expanded Holy Order features, where you can go back and choose an old one. Or one of these 3 new ones. Come on, it's just like 3 more abilities. Another subclass feature, Divine Intervention, Action, percentile. The one thing you use percentile for in this game. Equal to a learning Cleric level, yeah. The effect of any divine spells and okay. You know, I actually like that they're giving a little bit of guidance in here on what is appropriate. 'Cause, a lot of times it turns into discount wish, where you risk nothing but cast wish. I like that there's a little bit of guidance here, even if it's not much. Positive direction. Good job, Wizard of the Coast. If it occurs, can't do it again for 2d6 days. Okay, that's different, but I like that. Finish a long rest. Alright, yeah, no, that's good. Feat, Subclass, feat. Greater. Automatically succeeds now, okay. 2d4. Tunes that down a little. Huh. I would have liked it to be a little longer, but... You know, at 18th level, it's whatever. Balance is gone by then anyway, unless they actually fix their game. Another feat, and an epic boon. Okay, that's the whole new Cleric. And that's the Cleric. You know, I like a lot of these changes. Obviously, Clerics are a full caster. The spells will play a pretty big part in that end. If I'm right about the underlining, there will be some changes going on. But on the whole, I like Holy Order. I would have preferred more instead of repeat, but Divine Intervention looks to be an improvement. I like their Channel Divinity, just the Divine Spark, Turn Undead. I don't know if that means we don't get any subclass specific ones, or if these are just the generic, and we'll get more like normal. I'm thinking it'll probably get more too, but we'll see. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's more feats, which makes the ability score improvement or another feat less bad. I still would have preferred, you know, a +1 and you get a feat of your choice, but it could be worse. You get more feats. Epic boon. I really don't know how I feel about that one. I really do like that they're including suggested prepared spells. I don't know what they're doing here. Is this just what they're adding? Anyway, I like the concept. Helping out new players pick spells if they're not familiar with what's good and what's not. That's nice. Which means time to read Subclass, Life Domain. That's a pretty easy choice. Positive energy. Our agricultural deities, sun gods, healing, endurance. My boy Hestia, goddess of the hearth. Okay. Domain spells. Yeah, that's the same as normal. This might just be a coincidence, but as far as I can tell, these all look like they would be on the divine list. That might just be because, you know, that's Life Cleric. They've got a lot of healing styled, and that just so happens to fall in line with, you know, divine. But I'm worried that that means, like, something like Trickery isn't going to start picking up arcane spells on here. It doesn't say that, but hopefully that's not the case. Trickery Cleric definitely needs some of those arcane spells. Let's see what we actually get here. More spells. Nice. Your healing spells are powered by life itself. Additional hit points. 2+ spells level. Nothing crazy, but nice. That's definitely a lot bigger with, like, Mass Healing Word, where that can potentially just double what you're giving. Potentially. Preserve life. Expended use of Channel Divinity. Okay. So Channel Divinity is not limited to those two. Present your holy symbol. Divide. No more than half its hit point maximum. Okay. That's pretty good. I like that. A little spaced out heal that hits a lot of people but can't do but so much. That's nice. Blessed Healer. You regain hit points yourself. That feels right for 10th level. It's not going to do a ton to you, but it is better than not getting it, and I think that's a good feature. Supreme Healing. Don't roll the dice for healing. Yeah, it's 14th level feels about right for that. That's pretty strong. Alright. That is Cleric and Life Domain. Not too much to say about this, it's not too exciting, but It's solid, I like it, I think that's good design. Character species. Character species, human. Something fantastical. Many worlds. Training and upbringing are in class and background. So I take that to mean they're shoving off all the cultural lore away from races. Races. You know, I don't think they're actually saying races anymore here, are they? They're saying species. Oh, so they're just going all in for it. I never really had a problem with races, but if they just switch it all to species, I don't think I'll care. Okay, you know. We'll see if that's just what they happen to be doing, or if that's actually like something they plan on doing, just not using race anymore. With them divorcing cultural lore, that would make sense. Game setting. You know, I actually do like that suggestion. Look at your game setting before you know, decide what your culture was like. Oh, Ardling. These guys. Celestial animals roam the beastlands. Beastlands. That's nice. You don't really get too many references to outer planes that aren't just like Hells, Abyss, I don't know, Elysium, or Mount Olympus, or whatever. It's nice to have some beastlands up in here. Okay. Animal head people. Others hulking. As varied as the animals they resemble. Glancing over to the right, it looks like that is varied. Humanoid. That seems sketchy at best. It seems like they're being pushed as a celestial. But if they're humanoid enough, I don't have a problem with it. Choose medium or small. That's fine, I like the choice. 30 feet, 200 years on average. Okay. Seems about right. If they're doing Ardling instead of ASMR, I'll have some issues. But if it's in addition to, and they'll both be present in the player handbook, or at least ASMR is and then Ardling is presented later, then I really like this so far. I think it's nice to have different races. Species, maybe. I don't know. Animal ancestry. Celestial animal. Okay, you know, I like that. They'll give you some suggestions and say, or you can pick something else that makes sense here. Climbers, something to climb with. Get a climb speed. Oh, unarmed strike thing. Ah, yes, the monk sub-race. I see. Ah, proficiency bonus is back. No, I actually like that one for species, maybe. Races? Species? I think I'm gonna keep saying races until someone says that that's wrong. I like using it for races. That's something you start out with, you're born with, and as you get more proficient in using that ability, as your character level increases despite your class doesn't really have an impact here. Your capabilities with it grow. Okay, I like that. This is the good spot to use proficiency bonus. Bear, cat, lizard, squirrel. That makes sense, I guess. Unarmed strike. Bonus damage. Bonus damage on unarmed strikes and a climb speed. So you'll it's a monk one. Maybe an unarmed fighter. Or if they have an unarmed barbarian, which I would like to see. Because yeah, climbing speed seems less hopeful if they're keeping monks can run on walls. Flyer, oh god, don't tell me it's a flying race. Vestigial wings, okay, that's what I like to see. Your reaction to glide down. Okay. Oh, I can't wave dash like a Hodozi can, where you just, you fall 1 feet, glide 5, fall 1 foot, glide 5. No movement required, just wave dash. Jump action, is that still a thing? God, I hate jump action. Who's wasting their action to jump? Like, I get it, but come on, at least make it like Okay, if it's a bonus action, they might just be saying jump action, but it's actually a bonus action. I think that would make sense. I would like a bonus action. Flap your wings to gain advantage on that action's ability check. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Not special, but okay. Racer. Triceratops is in here. Bear, cat, lizard, squirrel. You know, bat, eagle, owl, raven. Yeah, they fly. You know, racers, deer. They're fast. Dog. They chase things down. Horse. Yeah, literally made for running. Triceratops. Dinosaur. Yes, yes. Standing alongside the dog and the horse is Triceratops. Naturally, the most renowned runners. It's not even like a raptor. Oh, that's so funny to me. Take the dash action. Speed increases for it. That's interesting. 10 times your proficiency bonus, so base is extra 20? Just what is when you take the dash action? Ah, okay, so I understand now. Climber is for the monks. Flyer is for people who like to not take fall damage. And also jump really well. And then Racer is for rogues. Assuming all the 5e stuff carries over. Swimmer, hold your breath for an hour at a time. Swim speed equal to your speed. And resistance to cold damage. Okay, discount Triton. That's neat. Yeah, all these are normal animals too. Why is Triceratops here? You didn't put cheetah in there? Yeah, I would step on the tabaxi's balls? I don't know. Resistance to cold damage. I feel like they're like, alright, we had to put a little extra damage on an arm strike. You had to jump action does something extra. But they didn't do anything for the speed bonus. Can't just say swim speed's not enough. Also get attack on cold damage. I don't like that. You know, I get it. Like, swimming, you're from somewhere cold, but it feels like a bit much. I would have liked something not as strong as just a flat resistance. Divine Magic. Thaumaturgy spell, that makes sense. I like that. Oh, don't like that. You can replace it with any divine spell cantrip? Why though? Why? For what reason? I could understand it if it was, you pick a divine spell cantrip. That's your divine magic heritage. You can cast that whenever, but you can change it? What, is your bloodline getting shuffled? Is the Flash messing with the timeline? Why do you get to change it? Why is thaumaturgy gone after you sleep? That's more irritating to me than it should be. I don't like that though. Choose your mental stat. That's good. I didn't like that it used to be like, I gotta use intelligence for this race. Nah, just let him pick. Opens it up to some more builds. Proficiency, perception. Nice. That's cool. That's helpful, that's useful. It's not exciting. At least, I mean, it's not exciting to read some of these. But, definitely would be nice in game. Oh, Dragonborn, my sweet child. Let's see what they did to you. Dragonborn hatched from chromatic and metallic. Come on, you literally just released a book about gem dragons. Why aren't they on here? Maybe it's just flavor text. Bahamut Tiamat. About the universe, another story. That's cool. Yes, I understand you've gotten rid of culture in the race descriptions. Here's the important stuff. Scaly. Horns. Wingless. Bipedal. Where are the tails? Why doesn't it say tails? Give me my tail back right now. I don't even play Dragonborn. I just like them. I just think they're neat. Give me the tails back. Metallic and chromatic. Yeah, let me cover the scales. Is there seriously? They're just gonna pretend gem dragons don't exist? Why not? Fizzbands just did this one. 80 years on average, okay. That feels weird to me. It feels weird that the ones based off that, like, everlasting dragons, they get more powerful the older they get. Yeah, you die after 80 years. I know you're, like, pretty much like their human version, but die after 80 years, please. And then Ardlings get 200. Like, I get they're celestial, but they're humans. They're humans with a funny head. Dragons. Descendant of dragons. Breathing fire. Scaled. 80 years. Funny animal head people. 200 years. I'll rewrite that for my own worlds. Breath weapon and damage resistance. Draconic flight. Okay. Black is acid, blue is lightning, brass is fire, bronze is lightning, copper is acid. Just a quick glance over this. It looks like metallic and chromatic both have one color that corresponds with each damage type. White is chromatic cold, silver is metallic cold. Same thing with gold and red for fire. Okay, except for poison. If you wanted poison, you're evil. You should have picked a kinder damage type, because as we all know, being burned to death is far, far worse. Or actually, no, it's far better. Sorry, than being poisoned. Being melted with acid, that can be very, very good for copper. But poison is evil. Okay, that's the mean one. That might have just not had a counterpart, but I think that's funny. Oh, breath weapon. What did they do to you? Let's find out. Oh, one of the attacks is replaced. Oh, thank God. Marshals have something to look forward to. Oh, they have an AoE again. That is only one of their attacks and not their whole actions. And based on COD mod, perfect. That makes sense. I like that. That's beautiful. Failed save. And half as much damage on a success. This is exciting. Oh, that damage looks low. That's fine, you know. This will be for marshals. It's better. You know what? That's fine. Maybe D12 would have been nice. I'm satisfied with that. It could be worse. It could be better. I like it how it is, though. Proficiency bonus. I like that for races. Long rest, yep. Damage resistance, yep. Dark vision, yep. Draconic flight. Let's see how they did that. Temporary flight. Okay, I like that. No permanent flight, you gotta activate it or something. Activate it for 10 minutes, yep. Or until you're incapacitated. Or you can choose to retract them as a bonus action. Don't know why I would do that, but it's nice that I can. Fly speed equal to your speed. Okay. Oh, I like that little flavor bit. They appear to be made of the energy used by your breath weapon. Like, I know some people probably want to sprout actual physical wings and, like, the code's not gonna stop you, just do that. But, I like the little just flavor description of the energy. I think that's cool. I like that they included that. Yeah, I know some jerk DM is gonna just, like, force everyone to go by that, but I think it's cool that it's based on energy. I like that a lot. I wish they did more little flavorful descriptions in there that are easy to ignore, they're not vital, but they just give a little bit of spice to it. Goliath time. Are they large yet? Missing the giants. Whatever giant they count as kin, so I take it they'll probably have an ancestry thing too. Humanoid, yep. Tall. 35. I mean, yeah, I guess if they're bulkier, they take bigger steps. I can get behind that at least. 80 years on average, I don't mind that for a giant. They are size medium. Honestly, for the best. They should not be large. Player characters shouldn't be large just by default. It does make me a little bit sad though. Just, what if they said, yeah, we'll make them large, so what? We'll add one more size class in there too. Just like, after Gargantuan, like Colossal or Titanic or something. But, you know, it's fine. They didn't need to do that. Giant Ancestry, let's see. Proficiency bonus, I like that for races. Some long rest still, good. Cloud. Oh, there's a good number of these. More than I was expecting. Bonus action, not Misty Step. Teleport is underlined. So is attack roll. And prone. Is teleport like a thing they're gonna talk about? Or do they just underline whatever? I don't know. It does say magic whip, but it doesn't say it's a spell. So if spellcasting rules stay roughly the same, that might be pretty important. That's pretty powerful. And it does look like that's all they get. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll come back to these after I read the other two. Large form. Oh, baby! Oh, they're large now. Oh, a transformation? I didn't even think about that. Like, the same thing as flight, though. Permanent flight would be bad. Permanent large would be bad. But just transforming into it, that's really cool. 10 minutes to end his bonus action, same as before. Advantage on strength checks. Getting a little close to Barbarian. You're on thin ice, but I'll allow it. Speed is increased by 10 feet. I like that. It doesn't really give you more damage or anything like you would expect, but lets you grapple up. All in all, I like that. You can go big. Powerful build. Oh. Okay. The carrying capacity, push, drag, lift stuff is the same, but also advantage on ending grappled. That's cool. Okay. Now knowing the rest of what Goliath gets, I can rate these others a little bit more accurately. Good. Jaunt is just always going to be powerful. Teleportation. Fires burn when you hit with an attack. Also deal 1d10 fire damage. Oh. Oh god. Is that every attack? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Like, for Cleric, 7th level plus strikes, you were getting a d8 radiant. Once per turn. And just for being born Fire Giant, every strike is doing an extra T10. Extra D10 fire damage. A monk making 4 attacks, hitting all of them. That's an extra 4d10 fire damage. That is a... I mean, granted you have to hit all of those attacks, but that is a 17th level Dragon's Breath. That seems really strong. That seems almost too strong. Frost Chill. Hang on, now I'm thinking about this. I don't know if they're keeping the crit rules where, like, it's only the weapon damage that's double. But assuming they revert it because everyone hated it. And it made sneak attack sad. If the crit rules are how they are in 5e, where everything is doubled dice-wise. Blessed Strike. Fires Burn. And even if we just assume those are the only 2 buffs they're getting, maybe you pop, like, what, a holy weapon on you? You crit? Oh my god. That's brutal. I can't even imagine paladins with their divine smite if that sticks around. Frost Chill. Okay, it's like Fire's Burn, but less damage, it's cold, and it reduces speed. I kinda like this one a little bit more. It definitely, the damage thing is like the same issue, but I like the little debuff that comes with it, the little slasher. Slasher feat, you know? Hills tumble, larger, smaller. Deal damage. Just straight knock it prone if you hit. And if you have 2 attacks, hit, knock it prone at the same time, and then next attack is advantage. Okay, that's strong. Thinking back, now that I'm looking at these other ones, you know, maybe resistance to cold damage isn't so bad. Maybe it was a little bit too hard. Proficiency in perception, a single cantrip, a swim speed and cold damage, versus advantage on getting out of grapples. You can become large, and you always knock people prone if you hit them. Yeah, okay. I'm starting to see where they're going with these. Endurance. Oh, that's the old one. Ah, you're gone, mod. Storm's Thunder. When you take damage from a creature within 60 feet, use your reaction. This is just a worse Fire's Burn. The damage type is a little better, but it's a D8 instead of a D10. It eats your reaction. You can only do it once per round, because it's a reaction. Unless they're handing out reactions like candy in this edition, which I don't think they are. Oh, it's got a little bit more range. Okay, that's not exciting. Yeah, definitely need some tweaking going on here. But it's at least interesting to read. These things make me excited. Oh, we've gotten to the feat portion of this. And let's see what we have here. I gotta meet prerequisites. Yep. I like that these have prerequisites. Class group. Yep. At least one level in it. Okay. Okay. Benefit. What'd you get? Okay. Repeatable. I like that that's like a specified thing. That they can just put repeatable on there. Bonus feats. That's 20th level stuff. That's neat. Also select the old ones. I'm not gonna pull that doc up too. But neat. Ability score improvement. Yep. Nothing new there. Epic Boon of Fate. That looks mostly unchanged. I don't remember if you could hand that out. I didn't use epic boons all that much in any of my campaigns. Maybe like a handful of times, but at least in theory this looks fine. Spell recall. Ah yes, perfectly balanced. Adding a d10 once per rest to a d20 roll. Oh, or penalty. And d20, okay, hang on, I was about to be way too harsh on that. Now that I'm thinking this through a little bit more, that's the problem with blind reactions. I'm not really thinking all of this completely through. But taking a second. Oh, and until you roll initiative. Oh, yeah, okay, no, hang on. Epic Boon of Fate is pretty strong here. Penalty of a d10 to an attack roll, because that counts as a d20 test in this. That's pretty strong. Or saves? Oh, yeah, hang on. No, I was about to be way too harsh, thinking just ability checks. It doesn't say ability checks, it says d20 test. And you get it back on initiative. Hang on. Initiative is a d20 test, so you can either boost yourself, or knock out at someone else's kneecaps, and then roll. Maybe it doesn't work in that order. Maybe you can't do it on initiative because that's the one you're rolling. But either way, you know, use it on initiative for one fight, start another fight. I'd like to attack this bag of rats, please. Let's roll initiative. Epic Boon of Spell Recall. Cast any spell you prepare that exceeds the spell slot. It's a 5th level lower. Yeah, I mean, a free 5th level spell. Once a rest, that seems fine. Ah, yes. Epic Boon of True Sight. I now have True Sight. That's certainly powerful. It's epic level stuff. That's probably fine. The game doesn't make any sense there anyway. Ambrose Glossary. Do not use the glossary of any other ones. Okay. Creature type. It's underlined again. I gotta see if I was right on this. Maybe. Oh, it's a magic action. I forgot that existed. Alright, let's see how this is. The ability check is one of the d20 tests. Oh, okay, let's see if they, what they did with this. You have a relevant skill proficiency. Add your proficiency bonus. Yeah. Strength check. Hang on, a strength check, acrobatics, or athletics. So either they're completely decoupling skills and ability scores, or acrobatics is a type of strength check now. Either way, I support this. I've had too many people say, "Can I make acrobatics instead of athletics?" No, you're jumping. That is straight athleticism. Aside. Yeah. Action required. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I like this. Ability checks require your action unless something says not to. It's just a generic rule. That's fine. Let's see if they fix the DCs at all. his DC as low as 5. It's really worth calling for that unless the potential failure is interesting. Okay, no, I support that. I really didn't like their first Unearthed Arcana where it's like, no rolling if the DC is lower than 5 or above a 30. Now, saying it's rarely worth it, but let the DM decide. That's good. Yeah, 30 nearly impossible. It's very difficult, but I would hardly call that nearly impossible. Currently in 5e, there are some classes, namely rogues, that literally cannot fail that on some checks. You know, via reliable talent, expertise, and stealth, something like that. Aid. Oh. They made aid suck. Now it's just temporary hit points. See, the thing I think about aid was the problem was you could bring everyone up with it if they were down. You know, one guy casts aid on the whole party. Suddenly everyone's got 5 more hit points. I would have liked it if they just said, you know, this doesn't work on someone with no hit points. Because temporary hit points, they're not the same. They're not going to shield you at all from a divine word or a power word kill, which is always what I thought was the more interesting part. You know, if you're right on that threshold, you got like 90, 92, 93, 95 hit points. Bam, pop a 3rd level aid. Now you're above power word kill level. Or maybe not 90 if you're doing 3rd level, but you know what I mean. Temporary hit points, that's just not exciting. And it clashes with other things. Oh god, that's a lot of stuff. Arcane spell list. Bards, sorcerers, warlocks, wizards, and artificers. We're gonna get down to the primal one, it's gonna just be like 2 classes. This one's got 4. I bet, yeah, actually, let me run through it. Druids, rangers are primal. What else? Divine, cleric, and paladin. So Arcane has 3 full casters, and a half caster that's more like a half 0.5. 0.5. The other ones just have like 1 full caster and 1 half caster. I'm not going to read through all of these, but what I am going to do is just skim and see if anything like pops out to me. So I may miss something, but no way I'm reading all of these right now. Nothing interesting. Oh man, that's lame. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Vicious Mockery being an arcane spell makes sense. I get it, I understand it. But I don't like it. I think that should be a bard feature, or a bard exclusive spell. I don't like that anyone can pick it up. I gather they're probably trying to do away with those spell lists. That's why, they've reduced it down to 3, not class lists. I understand that. I don't like it, but I get it. And I can at least see the positives of that. But I would like Vicious Mockery to be a class feature. Like Eldritch... Hang on. Yeah, no, Eldritch Blast is not on here. Which, at least to me, says that's a Warlock exclusive now. Like, not even on the spell list. It might not even be a spell, it might just be a feature. Either way, I really like that, and I like Vicious Mockery doing that too. And if they just killed Eldritch Blast and it doesn't exist anymore... Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I don't really care about any of this stuff. Yeah. Yep. Nothing's really sticking out. I wonder if Nistles... Am I remembering the spell level for this wrong? Nistle's Magic Aura, because it was a 2nd level, right? I use that a ton as a DM. If I need something to go under the radar. I'm almost positive Nistle's Magic Aura was a 2nd level spell for wizards. And I'm not seeing it on here. It's not hiding in 1st level, or maybe 3rd. Oh, here's what I'm saying about 3rd level spells being so strong though. Counterspell, Dispel Magic, Fireball. Fear is underrated. A really good single like control spell. Fly, Gaseous Form, Haste, Hypnotic Pattern, Tiny Hut. Non-detection. Sending, Slow. Tongues. There's just so many useful things in here. Don't get me wrong. Banishment. Banishment. Was that changed? and Dimension Door are both great. Polymorph's a banger, Wall of Fire, but third is just so heavy. Where's Nistel's Magic Aura? Maybe, are they just doing player handbook ones? No, Nistel's Magic Aura I'm almost certain was a second level player's handbook spell. I'm gonna be sad if that's gone. Let's see, anything else on here? Stone Skin. Please be better now. Please fix my Stone Skin. Make it a good spell. Teleportation Circle. Hey, Arcane Gate. I like that spell. Contingency. I really hope they put something in for contingency that says, you know, it has to be, like, perceivable. Because if I recall, and, you know, no DM would allow this, but if I recall, contingency doesn't actually specify. You have to have a way to perceive or know when that the contingency is hit. So theoretically, you could say, if the meaning of life is XYZ, cast a spell. And then you know, undoubtedly, whether it's true or not, meaning of life is a bit, you know, it's a bit out there. But it could be something, like, really important that we would just know. If this NPC is secretly trying to kill us, cast Tongues. No one would ever allow that. I certainly don't. But, it could happen, and I would like that not to be in the official wording. Thank you. Mirage Arcane, they need to fix, too. Oh god, Force Cage, no. Get out of here, please. You know, something I'm not really noticing until I see it all like this. There's no ritual spells for this high of a level. Like 6 and beyond. I understand that, but it seems weird. I mean, I probably wouldn't change it, but it does seem weird to me. Oh, Simulacrum's in here? Stop. Weird, I hope that gets a buff. Almost certainly this is the largest spell list, though. I'd be willing to bet that. The armor training. Artisan tools are the same, but cost 15. Attack action. You can equip or unequip one weapon before or after each attack you make. Even if it's an unarmed strike, okay. I really like that. You don't need thrown weapon to throw more, thrown weapon fighting style to throw more than one weapons. Moving between attacks, moving on your turn. Between the attacks, okay. That's good, that's good. Attack roll. Okay. Ooh, banishment rework. So I was right, I think underline does mean it's in here. So let's see what they did. Action, 30 feet. Arcane and Divine. An item distasteful to the target. Oh, that's so specific. I love that. Concentration up to 1 minute. Charisma save. Target can willingly fail to save. You know, that's actually useful. I had in one of my campaigns. One of my players was stuck in this, like, what was it? It was a cage that was filling with this toxic gas, basically akin to an incendiary cloud. It was burning. It was like tear gas. It was doing poison and fire damage. And the guy was about to die. And at the time, they were in a tower that, whenever you die in there, soul is sucked right into the phylactery of a lich. So, not instant death, but you're not reviving him after that. You have 24 hours to save him. And he was, what? He was 12 hit points, which, unless you really low roll, is gonna kill him. So, what someone did was ran up, saw him dying, and banished him. He would have been in there for 5 more turns before they could free him, which knocks him down. 1, 2, 3 rounds of damage, he's gone. So they, at the time, that was the Cleric, by the way, so he was the guy who was going to be getting someone up. No one else could do that, at least at that moment in time. So they banished him. He's gone. He's not taking damage anymore. He's chilling out in a demi-plane. I like that you can willingly fail to save, is the gist of that story. Target is incapacitated. End of each of its turns. Oh, thank God. It was really brutal, like, oh, you failed this one save? Yeah, you're out of this fight for the next minute. So, basically, the rest of this fight will take care of you once all your allies are dead. And, like, you could try and break concentration, but that wasn't reliable. Especially if you just teleport away afterward. Let's see. Reappears in space, or near staying occupied. Oh, hang on, it is interesting to note. Demi-plane for everyone. If it incapacitates you. No, none of that home dimension stuff. Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend. Doesn't return. Occasional plane. Oh man, I don't like that. I take this as a way of them trying to make creature type more important. But it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If you had a celestial, or better yet, let's say aberration. An aberration, it was born on your particular, it was born on the material plane, been there its whole life. Suddenly it's teleported to whichever plane an aberration even comes from. What is it, the far realm? Far realm is more outer equals, but whatever. The point I'm trying to make is I think it should have been tied to plane of birth. Still, overall that's a pretty good change. Bark skin. I don't think I've ever cared about this spell, one way or the other. Ah, look at those temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting plus proficiency bonus for a second level spell. That's concentration. Congrats, you have an hour of temporary hit points that you may lose if you're hit. And it's nice that you can target more creatures, and it's whatever. It's a bonus action. It's not terrible. Ah man, I'm never gonna get excited about that spell though. Blind sight. Hang on. Even if you're blind or in darkness makes sense, but effectively see a hidden or invisible creature? Invisible, sure. You're not relying on sight. Not being able to be seen doesn't matter. But hidden? You're telling me you can't hide from someone with blind sight? I mean, I guess this might be more Tremor sense, but I watched the Dune movie a little bit ago. They had that whole sand dance that they did for like 2 minutes. Would that not be like a means of hiding from someone who can't actually see you? Can you not replicate that? What if I hold just a box in front of me, a barrel? What if I'm rolling alongside a barrel? The barrel is between me and the person in front of me. And I'm just rolling along with it. Matching its sound for... Oh, let's even say I've got something that mutes me. Like, I'm not producing any sound. The vibrations are disguised by this rolling barrel next to me. You tell me that's not hidden? They just know. I don't like that change. Climbing speed. Vertical surface. Vertical surface. Some creatures have the spider climb trait. On the underside of horizontals. Yep, that's what I was going to ask. Okay. So, spider climb is its own special trait. They didn't make climbing speed something that's like climbing along the bottom. Alright, that's fine. Creature type, anything interesting? Nope, same old, same old. While we're here though, oozes need their own book. There's like hundreds of humanoids, hundreds of monstrosities, a ton of, not a ton of celestials, tons of fiends, good number of undead, good number of beasts. But oozes, there's like 15 of them. And like half of them are the same. Give me the Tome of Slime, give me the slime book. I will pay big money for my slime book. And while you're at it, give me a plant book too. I don't really care about Fae, but they should probably get one too. D20 tests. Yep, encompasses those. I do like that they have a blanket term for them now. You don't have to spell out ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws if you want all three. You can just say D20 test. I like that. A little quality of life thing. Rolls a 1. Heroic Inspiration. It's underlined, so I assume it's in here. I'll talk about Heroic Inspiration when we get to it then, and I can see if they've changed anything. DM determines, yep. I like that. Dash. A bonus move. That's it. Yeah, that is the dash action, huh? Taking the dash action, you make a bonus move. Fair enough. Dazed condition. Limited activity. I really like what they're doing with conditions, from what it looks like, because I saw slowed in the other one. I hate that there's so many conditions that are, this is the flavor of, don't have a turn today that you're getting. I like that they're spicing it up with, hey, you're limited in this specific way, play around it. That's so much more interesting at the table than, you know, sitting on your phone. Not your phone. If you take your phone out at the table, I'll slap you. But, just sitting down, twiddling your thumbs for like 20, 25 minutes sometimes. Depending on, you know, how fast your group is moving, how big the table is, how many monsters there are. And if you're stuck on that condition for a while. Difficult terrain. Seems about right. Yep, these are all difficult terrain. Yep, DM may determine. Good. Oh, guidance and resistance are underlined. Prayer of healing. Haven't thought about that in a minute. Oh, right, the asterisk is a different school of magic. Cure wounds, abjuration? What the? I understood necromancy. That seems like it makes the most sense. It's the manipulation of life energy. I could have understood transmutation, you know, you're physically stitching up the wounds. What else would have made sense? Oh man, abjuration doesn't really feel... This feels like a decision they made for, they want an abjuration wizard to be able to cure wounds. Or some sort of abjure, or maybe not a wizard. Or they wanted it to synergize, you know, healing spells and abjuration. They have the same sort of theme going, they probably wanted to synergize. Protective, restorative. But man, lore-wise, that makes no sense. Might as well just say divination, because I see the future where the wounds are cured. Healing word 2, yep. Finding as definite as transmutation, okay. Yeah, it looks like all of the healing is abjuration now. Anything else interesting? If we get another Divine Soul Sorcerer who gets the Divine Spell list, I think these aura spells, if they can get extended, are going to be a lot more potent than they think they'll be. God, stop making everything abjuration. Okay, Hallow is an actual abjuration. Okay, that one makes sense. That one can stay. Oh, this feels good. Good number of spells. Not as much as Arcane. That makes sense to me. Oh, I love the exhaustion, if they didn't change it again. It doesn't look like they did. Cumulative 10 levels of exhaustion, you die if you hit 10. Yep, each point is a subtraction from any d20 test. Oh. And from your spell save DC? You know what? No. I was about to say something bad about that. No, fuck casters. I only play casters because they're my favorite. But fuck casters. They need the nerf. Ending the condition. Yeah, long rest. You'll probably cure one on yourself. Some things like that. So far, I'm with it. Expertise. Yep, that's a double. Fly speed. Gaming sets. They're cheaper now. Category of tool. Ah, yes, I would like to spend my 2 tool proficiencies on smith tools and dragon chess. Yes, I know the herbalism kit could be used for the healer's kit, but I would like to play chess very well, thank you. I feel like it should be separate. I get why they're united though. I'll support that if you specifically get gaming set proficiencies as part of background, separate from your other tool proficiencies. We'll have to see how that goes. Grappled now. Grappled, speed 0, and can't change. Honestly, glad they're putting that in the grappled condition, like speed is 0 and can't change. I would like it more if they put it in speed. If your speed is 0, you can't benefit from bonuses to your speed. But I guess that would be an issue if... No, because even if you've expended all of your speed, it isn't like 0 then. Whatever. You know what? Fine. I don't know where I was going with that, and I don't like it. Speed and can't change is fine. Disadvantage on attack rolls against anyone other than the grappler. Movable. They're slowed, but they can carry you with you. I like that. Unless they're 2 or more sizes smaller. Yeah, so your Goliath can grab the little small gnome and just drag him around. I like that. I like that it's saving throws at the end of each of your turns. I think that's better than having to spend a whole action on it, because why would you do that? Or if something removes you from the grapple's range, okay. Guidance, let's see what they did. Reaction when you take in response. Please say there's a limit. Oh, man. It's nice that it's when they fail now, so you don't just go, I cast guidance, I cast guidance, I cast guidance on everything. But it really needs that limit. Just being able to spam that whenever. And also, Scholar's looking worse now. Yes, you can take this, you can forego heavy armor and martial weapons. Or, as well as foregoing, what is that? Regaining channel divinities and an extra cantrip in exchange for basically casting guidance on yourself, but slightly more reliable. Help action, skill proficiencies, one ally who can see or hear you. Oh, you pick one of your skill proficiencies. I like that. You can't just always be helping. You actually have to be good at what you're helping with. And it, expires. Yeah, that makes sense. And the DM has final say on if it's possible or not. Okay, solid. Assist attack roll. I think it's weird that it says allies and not a creature hostile to the enemy. It's theoretically like you've got a 3-way fight going on. A, B, C. A distracts B. Even though C isn't your ally, if B's distracted, he's distracted, right? Oh no, that's minor. And as a whole, I like this. And heroic inspiration. Spend it to your advantage. Get it on a 1. Resolve to do better after you messed up. Do better. Oh, you rolled in that 1. You can't have consequences in this game. Have an inspiration. I think that's dumb. And yeah, okay, I like the name change to Heroic Inspiration to differentiate like Bardic Inspiration from the DM one. Only one at a time, yep. But I don't like that you're getting it on nat 1s now. It feels like the game's just like babying you. You don't need to get a bonus, especially not something like Advantage, just because you rolled a 1. That happens 5% of the time. You don't need to feel good if you rolled a 1. Just let it be lame, let it suck, let it be heartbreaking. Then make your 20s even better. Hidden condition. Or affected by any effect that requires the strike to be seen. That makes sense. Surprise. Ah, okay. Advantage on initiative if you're hidden. I like that. Attack rolls against you have disadvantage. Okay. Yeah, if you're shooting blindly into the fog, okay. Ending the condition. Cast a spell with a verbal component. Not just any of them? Oh, I mean, I guess if they can't see you, they can't see the somatic components either. Alright. You get a pass on that. I don't think spellcasters really need that buff, but alright. You make an attack roll. An enemy finds you, makes sense. Loud sounds. Huh. Aren't heavily obscured or behind any cover. That feels weird. I feel like, what if you want to run up to someone and stab them in the back? Like you're hidden, you're behind some cover. Do they have to be walking up to cover so you can like position around it to stab them in the back, or? Also, something that's always gotten me by hidden condition is it's treated like it's a flat thing, not like shouldn't it be enemy based? Like there's 3 enemies. Again, they aren't necessarily on the same team, so they might not be communicating, or they can't communicate. They've been, you know, someone's been deafened. They're too far away or something like that. Even if you're hidden from one of them, you should be hidden from them. Not the condition is canceled because someone else can see you. Minor things, but that feels important. Hide action. Heavily obscured, 3/4 cover, total cover. Must be out of any visible enemy's line of sight. And if you can see a creature, you can discern whether it can see you. That's fine. I like that it says that. Successful check, you are hidden. It becomes the percentage DC. That's fine. Incapacitated, no actions or reactions, concentration breaks. I assume bonus actions are still included in actions. Speechless, you can't speak. Okay. Surprised. Disadvantage on initiative. Okay. Influence action. Try and influence someone. It's not mine. You do have to specify it's not mind control. I feel your pain, Wizards of the Coast. Force a creature to do anything. 3 main parts. Attitude, okay. Interaction. I assume that's like intimidation, persuasion, and the charisma check. I think it should say ability check here. What if it's just the barbarians, you know, ripping a door off the hinges while glaring at you? That should be influencing you. But that certainly isn't charisma. Regardless. Indifferent. Okay. Alright, it's not necessarily standoffish or disinterested, it doesn't care, it might be polite. You need a successful charisma check most of the time to get them to do anything. They don't really care about you. Friendly. They want to help. And, okay, they'll just help if it's not, like, hard. They'll pass you the salt. Personal risk. The check is required. Okay. Hostile. DM might say, nah, I don't like you so much. No charisma checks. I hate you. Makes sense. I approve. It's the interaction. And those are helpful things to note. I think that was added in like DMG or Xanathars or something for DMs. Nice to have it spelled out a little bit like more forward. Take the influence action. DM might temporarily shift a hostile creature to indifferent or indifferent to friendly, or vice versa. I see. Yep, vice versa. Okay, that makes sense. Ability. Oh, okay. I was about to be a little critical on it. I was thinking hostile person, should they jump up to friendly? Like you're, but no, they don't trust you, they don't like you, even if you're like, even if you're hitting all the right notes, they just don't trust you. That makes sense, I approve. Ability check, choosing skill. Animal handling, beast, monstrosity. I really wish they would make it clear that deception isn't necessarily lying. Like, there's all sorts of ways. That car salesman is trying to deceive you, but he isn't lying while he does it. Lawyers do that all the time too. But that's not necessarily the most important thing to specify. Intimidating, persuading, yep, that all makes sense. Setting the DC. Minimum. Okay, they decided to set an actual minimum DC. Or the creature's intelligence score. So hypothetically, it's harder to convince someone. What if you're making the best case ever? Like, you're hitting all the right... I mean, I guess you could just say, like, even if you're hitting all the right notes, the DC is... But they don't necessarily trust you. The DC is higher the more intelligent they are. Like, let's say you're just spitting facts. Everything you say is perfectly true and rational, but they don't trust you as a person. So you're making a charisma check for it. The more intelligent ones should be able to pick it up. I guess that is, you know, DM fiat. They can change this rule, but they shouldn't have to change the rule. The rule should work in the first place. I wish they were a little more nebulous with the DC, or explained it a bit more. Overall, though, this looks good so far. Outcome. I like that it says you have to wait. Default is 24, DM may change, yep. If your check succeeds. I don't like that it says if it succeeds, the creature does as you asked, instead of just does something positive, or takes a step toward it. Okay, so it seems like they fumbled a little bit on the end, but overall this is pretty good. Invisible condition. I swear to God, Jeremy Crawford, please tell me you did not double down. You can't be seen, so you aren't affected by needing to be seen. Yep. Equipment, yep. Surprise! I don't know how I feel about advantage on initiative for this. Feels like they're doing that a lot now. Hidden was I could kinda see it. But, invisible? What if you're only fighting people with blind sight? You still get advantage, just cause these people, you're invisible, so you get advantage, even if everyone can see you. That's weird. You should have tied it somewhere else. Attack rolls against you have disadvantage. But you specify if they can see you. With blind sight, you don't get that benefit. Jeremy Crawford, suddenly, I don't think that was intentional before, when you did it for 5e like, the other way. And the jump action. A jump of 5 feet or less is difficult terrain? Oh, no, actually, that makes sense. Jumping's harder than walking. And it's a full action, not a bonus action. Don't like that. That should be different. That should be a bonus action. Disadvantage on the check for 10 feet or less. That's probably better than doing the whole jump calculator thing. I like that on a failed check, it's just 5 feet. And then a successful check is... total is your... It doesn't expend movement. But the distance you clear can't exceed your speed. I guess it's an action. I like the idea of a barbarian just leaping, like, a high level, like 15th level barbarian, just clearing a 60-foot canyon in one jump. Jump seems strangely grounded for everything else that... We have a cloud giant Goliath guy just teleporting 30 feet on a whim. But jumping is where we need to get really grounded. Alright. Light weapon. Ooh, that's really good. Finally uncoupling this from bonus action, it looks like. Just once per turn, you get one extra attack. That's good. I think I would have preferred it be per attack action. That way if you action surge, but I can take once per turn. I wonder when you take the attack action on your turn, yeah, so no reaction stuff here. No double whack with your opportunity attack. Yep. Long rest. Oh, let's see what they did for long rest, actually. I want to see if they updated the interruption. Regain all lost hit points. All spent hit dice. Okay, not just half anymore. Honestly, I like that change. I think it was weird that you only got half back. You were expected to run 6 to 8 encounters, and you only get half back? That's crazy to me. HP max restored. Ability scores restored. Exhaustion reduced by 1. Yep. Must wait at least 16 hours. That makes sense to me. Interrupting the rest. Combat. Casting a spell within 0 level. Okay, let's go. That's all I wanted. I don't like, before it was like 1 hour of blah 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 blah. Not combat. So it was like an hour of casting spells. Like, so you're telling me 1 minute before the end of a rest, I can expend 5 spell slots, mage armor myself for the next day, aid up the allies, all of that stuff. I'm glad cantrips are fine because they cost like nothing. Alright, I like that. The rest was interrupted at least. I read down and saw you can resume a long rest immediately after an interruption. If you do so, the rest requires 1 additional hour to finish. No, so they can! They can just wait 1 minute before, cast their 8-hour duration spells, and then long rest. They only have 7 hours of the day with it. If you hadn't included that last part, I was with you on the short rest. I already do that anyway. Being able to resume a long rest, that was dumb. Restart. If it was significant enough that it interrupted your rest, you get your short rest, and the rest is over. Magic action. Cast a spell. Magic item. Use a feature. Okay, with you on all that so far. Yep, gotta cast it each turn, maintain concentration. Doesn't expend a spell slot. Alright, I like the magic action. Move. Distance equal to your speed or less. A difficult terrain can slow you down. Up to 30, yep, breaking per movement. That makes sense. Around other creatures. Pass through the space of an ally. Oh, or incapacitated. Tiny to larger or smaller. That all makes sense. Difficult terrain unless it's tiny. Okay. Yep. Alright, that all makes sense. I like that they spelled out the difficult swimming if you don't have a swim speed. Special speeds. Yep. Oh. If you have more than 1 speed, you have to choose which one to use each time you move. So does that mean you can't do both during a turn? Why not? Why can't I do both? If I can swim and walk, why can't I walk 10 feet, get in the water, and swim however much I have, 20 feet? Just as long as I don't go past my maximum for each one. That's weird. I assume you can dash for 2, but then you have to dash, you know? Yeah, here we go. And you take the dash action, you could use your speed for the move. Oh, and it's still even separated. That's dumb. If an effect zeroes out your speed for any time, any special speed you have is also zeroed, okay? Music instruments. Change Change the price, same as game tools. Okay. New prayer of healing. Oh. So they rolled catnap into here. Alright, you know, that's interesting. I like this one. Priest pack. Rations. I don't track rations. Primal spells. Druidcraft. Guidance is here. Resistance. Shillelagh. Abjuration. You know, I didn't think I'd see detect magic on this list. Augury. Yep. These make a lot of sense. Yeah, a giant insect. That's a spell I haven't thought about in a while. Oh, and this is a short list. Oh, this is a short 9th level spell list. Power Word Heal, Shape Change, Storm of Vengeance, and True Resurrection. Half of those feel more divine than primal. Like, I don't think Druid or Ranger. Rangers don't get that high level of spell. I don't think Nature or Druid when I think True Resurrection or Power Word Heal. Oh man, Shape Change, perfect. Wait, there isn't even True Polymorph here? No. What else would fit? Okay, granted, I'm struggling to think of things. True Polymorph and Mass Polymorph. Those would make sense. I could see an argument for Gate. Maybe. Nah, that's more arcane. But I mean, if you're putting Augury on here, might as well put Foresight, right? That's really weird. Oh, let's see what they did to these spells, though. Oh, God. Reaction Bless. Here, let me go back up and see. Yeah, Bless still exists. So you can stack the two of them for 2d4 bonus. And if you bring a Peace Cleric in, and if you have a Peace Cleric with resistance and a Paladin, and one of them casts Bless, you don't fail saving throws anymore. DC 30, nearly impossible. Yeah, right. That is... They gotta say something about this, right? Say it ain't so. I gotta say, I like this. You know, there's some odd things here and there. The healing spells being abjuration now is weird. There's some odd stuff with automatically detecting hidden for blind sight. The movement speed things, but as a whole, I really like it, you know? Cleric. Smiting Undead is cool. I like the generic channel divinities. I like how this isn't as front-loaded. And if they keep up this trend, things like a 1-level Hexblade dip aren't going to be as big. But, a lot of feats is nice. I like what they're doing with the races. Maybe species, I don't know. Someone tell me if I'm right or not. Definitely needs a little tweaking, but I like the direction it's heading in. And I like that they're being a lot more DM considerate here. As in the past, it's been a lot of, alright DM, yeah, good luck. And I like what they're doing with conditions. Jump action, gross. Anyway, this ended up a lot longer than I was expecting. But, if you made it this far, thank you all for watching. And I'll see y'all in the next one.